Someone requested me to talk about Tokyo Ghoul, and I actually forgot how much of a banger Tokyo Ghoul was. The show was so good that it proceeded to fuck my throat as I decided to speak about it. That's how good it was. It's just like trying to put in a 12-inch cock, but you can't swallow it because you're just not built for it. That's how good watching Tokyo Ghoul is. And that comment, shout out to that dude. I don't know his name. I don't remember his name, but he was like requesting for me to talk about Tokyo Ghoul. And yeah, let's get into it. I would genuinely be mad as hell if I was Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. So let me give y'all a rundown just in case y'all haven't seen this banger of a series. Apparently the series is way better than the manga too, so check that out. So there's this kid, his name was Ken Kaneki, right? And off rip, like his life is just not good. His father, just nowhere to be found, right? He's a fuck nigga. And yeah, he just left for no explanation. And then his mother was constantly abusing Kaneki all the time, bro. Like, hey mom, I just want to be a doctor when I grow up. Nigga, I'll just catch you wanting to be shit. Smack the shit out of him, right? So he was constantly getting abused as a child. And then his mom eventually just died because of stress. You know what I mean? Oh well, boo-hoo, sucks for her, my nigga. You stressed out because you can't get a bag after you had a kid, and now you trying to abuse me because it's your fault. I didn't ask to be brought into this world, bitch. Yeah, so she got clapped up by herself. Tough. But yeah, so now Kaneki was an orphan and everything, and out of all of his years of being an orphan, he only met like one friend, and his name was Hide, right? So one day while he's kicking it with Hide, he sees this beautiful girl, you know what I'm saying, just walk into this coffee shop. And I ain't gonna lie, she was looking bad, right? She had long purple hair. She had glasses on. It looked like if, you know what I'm saying, if she was to walk up to you and gently lay a finger on your shoulder, the next thing you know, your pants would be looking like it was filled with ice cream that was getting melted. You know what I mean? It was bad. It was bad. She was bad. Wait, hold on. Let me slow it. I take back everything I just said. I just remember this character was a minor. We don't slide like that. But yeah, Kaneki found her like very attractive, right? So one day, you know, Kaneki manages to really work up the courage to talk to this girl. And shout out to Hide because he was like, yeah, nigga, if you don't go shoot, I will. You know what I mean? So Kaneki walks up and he talks to what's her name? Is it Rize? No, that's Chainsaw. Wait, no, I think it is Rize. Hold on, let me fact check myself real quick. Yeah, I was right. Her name is Rize. So he talks to this girl named Rize, and he pretty much asked her out. Do you want to go on a date? And she was like, yes. Yeah, nigga, we're in there. You know what I'm saying? Kaneki's thinking he's the man now. Then nigga think he about to go bust some shit down, even though he's never had that experience before in his life, right? So Kaneki, he goes to meet up with this girl because they're planning on having like this date, just walking around the city and everything. And for the starter, excuse me, I just drunk this root beer. Root beer is amazing. Sponsor your boy, please. I will guzzle this shit down like you've never seen before. I pour this down my throat and promote the hell out of it. So Kaneki meets up with Rize in this pretty much like an alleyway to start or to, you know, do their date and everything, which is a very odd place to go on your first date. I don't know why y'all down there. You know what I'm saying? You cannot be this freaked out, my nigga. If you that freaked out, the hub is online and it is free, right? But he goes down here and he's thinking that Rize is about to give him a kiss after the whole date they had, right? You know what I'm saying? So Kaneki closes his eyes. She leans in. Hush! Bite the nigga dick off. I'm lying. She don't bite his meat off. But she does bite his actual like shoulder meat off, right? And Kaneki is like, you know the anime characters, how they do it when they get scared. Why? I loved you, bitch. I fucking loved you. This is not what I wanted as a hickey. But yeah, she bites the what's called shoulder off of Kaneki, and then Rize reveals that she is not human. She is a eater. She's a mega eater, aka a ghoul. So Kaneki's like, what the bitch? I thought you was just bad. I didn't know you was actually bad. You know what I'm saying? What are we doing? So Kaneki is now like, he's taking off, right? He's taking off. And basically so much stuff happens to where Rize almost kills him. He has like holes upon holes in his body, but Rize ends up dying because she has like a building and some like poles fall through her and it kills her or something like that. So Kaneki now, after dating the first girl ever that he's ever dated, so I know he was feeling like a toxic nigga. He definitely was thinking, bitches ain't shit. I'm cheating on every single girl I see. I'm making them hoes single mothers and I'm dipping. I thought my dad was bad, nigga. I'm about to be worse. You know what I'm saying? That was the worst first impression of a date you could ever have. You know what I mean? Holy backdoor. So, yeah, Kaneki wakes up in the hospital and surprisingly, he's alive. Not surprisingly because he's the main character, but he's alive, right? And he's like, how am I here? The doctors end up telling him like, yo, dude, we found this dead girl and, you know, she wasn't using her organs no more. So we gave all of her organs to you, my nigga. Congratulations. You will live to see another day. Completely illegal, by the way. You can't just do that if you didn't sign off on something saying I would be an organ donor. So they literally just took this bitch's organs and gave them to Kaneki. They didn't know that Rize was a ghoul. You know what I mean? She could have just been like an average Starbucks worker. So the fact that they just did this and did not have no punishment like whatsoever, yeah, stay away from Tokyo Ghoul's Japan, because wow, their rules over there are crazy, my nigga. So after that happens, again, Kaneki now has the organs, and he's like, wow, he's like very traumatized, but he's let out the hospital and everything. And then he starts feeling a little bit weird, right? And he wants to eat food, and he's like, I'm stuttering. Shut your ass up. Say something else about my stuttering. Nigga, I'll whip my ass out right now and torque it on you, nigga. Anyways, yeah, he gets so upset that, not upset. He gets so hungry that he goes and gets like a burger, right? And he tries to eat the burger and he throws it up. It's very disgusting to him. So all like this human food that he's trying out is just bad. Everything that he's like just tasting sucks, right? So now he's like, no, there's no way. Because one thing that's like specific about ghouls in this anime, ghouls only can eat humans. They can eat like regular food, like burgers and fries and all that shit, but it genuinely is very, very, very disgusting to them. It's like eating poop. You know what I mean? It was like if what's his name? KSI's musical career was put into a plate and you had to eat it. That's how it would taste. It's just horribly bad. So Kaneki now is like, no, nigga, there's no way. There's no way I got backdoored, and now I'm just like her. I have to survive after eating man meat. I have to tell my friends I'm gay now. He doesn't say all that, but shout out to the gay people that are watching this video if y'all are tuned in. So Kaneki is now watching, or he's like traumatized and he's trying to, cope, I guess, with becoming a ghoul. And he ends up meeting a whole like team. Y'all know how it is. He meets somebody, the people that he meets, he has to fight them. After he fights them, they become cool, which is one thing that I don't know how he did. There's this one guy that literally put Kaneki in like a torture game and was sniffing this man's blood and was getting bricked off of it. And he became cool with them after. Niggas in anime are too nice. You're not about to put me in a death game and then I'm about to dap you up. Nigga, I will pull out this 9mm and blow 10 inches of your face off, my nigga. The measurements will be crazy. We not finna be cool like this. I am a regular human that just got turned into a ghoul. You are a crazy nigga. We don't hang in the same vicinities. You kicking around monsters. Get the fuck out of here. Anyways, yeah, so he ends up meeting a fuck ton of people, and then he ends up coming across the main villain of the first season, Jason. No, not Jason Voorhees, but he wears a mask like Jason Voorhees, and he does serial killing like Jason Voorhees, but he's an anime knockoff of Jason Voorhees. This guy is sick and twisted as hell. So what he does is he kidnaps a bunch of like ghouls and stuff, and he literally tortures them until they awaken their ghoul powers. And if they fail, they die. So Kaneki, he gets kidnapped and tortured by Jason, right? And for 10 straight days, dude, it is the most unbearable torture of all time. So ghouls, what you don't know about this is, or if you haven't seen the anime, ghouls can regenerate, right? But just because they can regenerate their body parts and like heal up, it doesn't mean that they can't feel pain. They still feel all of it, right? So Jason had Kaneki tied up in a chair again for 10 straight days. So no showers. This nigga was smelling like musty cock and balls. And what he was doing over and over again was cutting off all of his fingers, cutting off all of his toes. He was putting like a long ass, like 9-inch centipede through his ear, right? He would bring in families and kill them right in front of Kaneki. And pretty much he would just psychologically, mentally, and very physically torture Kaneki the entire time, damn near with like no breaks at all. And mind you, while this happens, the whole 10 days, they know, or Kaneki's friends know he got fucking kidnapped. They know who took him. And they don't find him for 10 straight days. I'm not saying it was easy to find him, but damn, man. You would think one of y'all knows anybody around here that could like pinpoint the location. That's crazy. That's crazy. Now, granted, it did kind of work out in the end for Kaneki because he mastered his ghoul powers. He became extremely busted and he did kill Jason. But damn, nigga, over and over again, he was making Kaneki count backwards from 1,000 to all the way to 1. And if he messed up one time, cut off a toe. If he stuttered at all, cut off a toe. See, I just stuttered right there, nigga. My toes will be nubs. I'd be so mad. I'd be so mad. And Jason was an ugly nigga, bro. It looked like I was getting tortured by a Down syndrome dude. If you guys actually look at Jason, I don't mean that it is kind of disrespectful, but look at Jason. Jason does not look like a regular human. If you look at him and see his face, type in Jason from Tokyo Ghoul. This man does not even look normal. Man's eyes is spread apart like Glorilla's and fucking his nose big as hell. This man don't know if he want to be a Jewish, white, or Japanese nigga. All of his facial expressions, he just look off. He look off. It looked like if 4 random dudes from like different nationalities decided to bust a nut in a bucket and give it to a woman to give birth. That's what happened. This man looked like a failed experiment, right? And yeah, so Kaneki got tortured that entire time, but finally popped out and got his stuff and killed him. So it was dope. And then like for the next like 3 seasons, yeah, it's a lot more stuff that goes on, but I don't really want to talk about it, especially since the stuff that happened in Tokyo Ghoul in the anime doesn't even happen in the manga. So I just want to talk about the first season because the first season is considered legendary amongst pretty much every anime fan ever. So the moral of this story is, ladies and gentlemen, be careful who y'all go on a date with. And for number 2, if they start acting up, pull out the pepper spray or keep that Glock with you, because you don't want to end up in this situation.